Jammu Links News Top Stories is brought to you by Tasya Herbals alcohol-based hand sanitizer with neem and aloe vera extracts, helping India fight COVID-19. Two elderly women died in separate hospitals due to COVID-19 in Srinagar on Thursday, taking the death toll due to the infection in the Union Territory of J&K to 20. A 70-year-old woman from Parisabad, Badgam died at the Chest Disease Hospital in Srinagar. Another 80-year-old woman from Bamina, Srinagar died at Sri Maharaja Hari Singh on Wednesday evening and was declared positive for coronavirus after her post-mortem. The Jammu and Kashmir police on Thursday said that the security forces have arrested 3 newly recruited terrorists in a joint operation at Sogam of Kupwara district. A further investigation in the matter is underway. 2 of them have been identified as Zakir Ahmed Bhatt and Abid Hussain Wani, and all 3 terrorists had joined the Lashkar-e-Toiba terror group recently. Jammu and Kashmir Excise Department on Thursday allowed selected wine shops to operate across Jammu region, with 6 in Jammu district, thus triggering chaos. Huge rush of customers early morning on Thursday lined up outside wine shops in bus stand, Trikutanagar, Lower Muthi, Channi and Gandhinagar localities to purchase liquor as wine shops opened almost after a gap of nearly 50 days. However, huge rush of purchasers outside shops also defied social distancing norms amid the presence of police personnel on duty. The government of Jammu and Kashmir has appointed B.R. Sharma, former IAS officer, as Chairman Public Service Commission for the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. As per an order issued on Thursday, Lieutenant Governor of Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir has appointed Sharma as PSC Chairman, who shall hold the position of the Chairman Public Service Commission till he attains the age of 62. A policeman was martyred and another injured when terrorists opened fire at a security forces patrol party in Pulwama district of South Kashmir on Thursday. The incident took place near Pirkho Bridge, where a joint patrol of the CRPF and the Jammu and Kashmir police was ensuring law and order situation. In the attack by the terrorist, Anuj Singh and Mohammad Ibrahim, both belonging to the 10 Battalion of the Indian Reserve Police, were injured. Singh succumbed to injuries while Ibrahim is battling for life at the hospital. A massive landslide blocked the Jammu-Srinagar National Highway in Ramban district on Thursday, forcing suspension of all vehicular traffic. The landslide struck the 270-kilometer highway, the only all-weather road linking Kashmir with the rest of the country, near Panthia, leaving the thousands of vehicles stranded. Road clearance agencies have swung into action and efforts are on to reopen the highway. Union Human Resource Development Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal on Thursday announced that remaining exams of 10th and 12th Central Board of Secondary Education classes will not be held at external examination centres but at the students' respective schools. The Union Minister further said that the results of the board classes will likely to be declared in July end. The Airports Authority of India has issued standard operating procedures for airports as part of preparations for the recommencement of domestic commercial flight operations from May 25th. According to SOPs, airports have been advised to ensure that passenger seating arrangements shall be done in such a manner so as to maintain social distancing among passengers, using chairs by blocking those seats that are not to be used with proper markers or tapes. All passengers also must compulsorily be registered with the Arogya Setu app on their phones as per the directives. Civil Aviation Minister Hardeep Singh Puri on Thursday said that a minimum and maximum fare for 3 months has been set for the domestic flight services, which resume from May 25th. Earlier this week, Puri had said that domestic flight operations will resume from May 25th. Noting that all airlines and airports were ready, Puri said that guidelines have been issued for the passengers and airports, which are to be followed during flight operations. Life has started limping back to normal in Udhampur district as most of the shops and business establishments reopened amid certain restrictions on Thursday after nearly 2 months of the coronavirus-induced lockdown. The easing of the lockdown restrictions followed fresh categorization of 20 districts. The administration of Udhampur district have announced new guidelines on the lockdown norms in the Udhampur. Representatives of various organizations of Kashmiri Pandit community, including Kashmiri Pandit welfare organizations and all parties migrants coordination committee on Thursday called on the Lieutenant Governor Girish Chandra Murmu at the Raj Bhavan and expressed their gratitude towards Government of India and J&K UT administration for the introduction of new domicile law in J&K. The members of these delegations termed the new domicile law of Jammu and Kashmir as historic. They also retaliated that the removal of Article 370 and Article 35A, which proved to be a stumbling block in the path of development, would take the UT to new heights of growth and development. Jammu administration has declared Raipur Satwari as containment zone in an order issued on Wednesday night. Deputy Commissioner Jammu Sushma Chauhan, SSP Jammu Sridhar Patil and SHO Satwari Police Station Gurmeet Singh rushed to Raipur Satwari late on Wednesday night to review situation and supervising the shifting of positives to COVID hospital. It is pertinent to mention here that 8 were tested positive for COVID-19, included 5 women and a 15-day-old male baby. At least 84 people have died and several more injured in India and Bangladesh as cyclone Amphan made landfall last evening and battered West Bengal and Bangladesh. Widespread damage to property has been reported in several coastal villages, towns and cities, including Kolkata and Howrah. Amphan, the most powerful cyclone to hit West Bengal in over a decade, left a trail of destruction with devastated villages, uprooted trees and bridges washed away.